And then the worst of it is this: you did not honor the person, and then when the person died, you are going to honor the person.
Honor that he's not seen.
You are not honoring him; you are honoring yourself. If I did not
Sure, for me.
give my father a befitting living, and then when he died, I go and give him a befitting
Burial.
and then I buy so many drinks, cook food, and then and everybody will praise me. It's me the honor. Do you know that there was the best burial in Bugma till today?
There is not a rack to best burial.
Yes, somebody set a record. Chebali Noibo.
Oh.
He was the managing director of NNPC. And when his mother died,
It was a short
what he
time.
did has never been done in
What did
Bugma.
he do? Maybe we're not born.
Yes, he has to import so many generators and power Bugma for almost a month.
Wow,
That's
a month.
massive.
And every compound is cow. They were flying with chopper, plane, landing in the Kelsey field.
For a person who is
It's
never
like
seen what
it's
you're
like
doing.
Even bigger than
carnival.
the famous Lulu bricks.
It's bigger than Little Bricks.
Wow.
I'm telling you. If you want to do a
honoring.
burial in Bugma today, people will ask you, if you do the one which Chebali do.
It's a case study now.
Yeah, it's the standard. Chebali set the standard. It was more than Little Bricks.
Even till today, none has beat his standard. Wow.
Yes, and then the funny thing that he took care of his mother.
Oh, that's good.
You're welcome to yet another exciting episode of the biggest podcast show in the city of Port Harcourt.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's yet another exciting episode of the biggest podcast show in the city of Port Harcourt, right here in Rivers State. And as you all know, you know how we do it on this show. We just dive straight to introducing our headline sponsors and our associate sponsors. Number one on the list is the Belema Oil Producing Limited, a truly indigenous Niger Delta oil company operating within the Niger Delta, whose interest is dedicated to empowering local communities and empowering host communities right here in Niger Delta, River State to be precise also. Up next on the list, we have the MLJ Marine Oil and Gas, another oil company who's dedicated to empowering locals, empowering youth, empowering women, men, and startup business, and a whole lot of that. Also, we have the Pipeline Infrastructure Nigeria Limited, a company dedicated to protecting Nigerian pipeline infrastructure. You see all those of our brothers and sisters that are into fire, believe me, Pipeline Infrastructure Nigeria Limited is out for you. Just to say a big stop to fire, illegal pipeline vandalization, pipeline sabotage, and a whole lot of that, making sure that Nigerian oil sector have a good increase in its revenue. All right, so we have our associate sponsors. Number one on the list is the turkey pasta. For our university people, that likes taking lunch, breakfast, and all of that, believe me, turkey pasta got you covered. All you need to do is to call the number as displayed on your screen. So today, without wasting much time, I'll just dive straight to introducing our topic for today. We have a very, very important topic for today's conversation, and believe me and you need this topic. All of us here, I know the camera guys behind the camera, everybody needs this topic. We're talking about befitting living, and to help us digress this topic, to help us have the conversation rolling, is our engineer in the house, a man whose interest is focused on our youth, a man whose interest is focused on giving us a good education, Engr Iseleye Amakri. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
And of course, you know how we do it on this show. I have my co-host with me here, Gelba Prince.
Thank you.
Give a shout out for Gelba.
Shout out to me. Thank you. I'm
all right,
okay.
So Gelba, today we have Engr Iseleye Amakri to digress on the topic befitting living. So before we give the platform to our engineer to talk more on the topic, what is befitting living for me and you?
I think in the simplest way, I'd say it's having a proper and a standard way of living while you are alive, regardless of, how do I put it, or despite the fact that there's economic struggle, you still try to factor your health, factor your environment, factor your well-being, to be prioritized. I think that's befitting living.
All right, sir. This is your topic. This is why you're here to enlighten us. When we say befitting living, because we're very used to the word befitting dead or something, something like. So when we say befitting living, what does it mean?
Yeah, thank you, Calabar TV for giving me the opportunity to speak on this, to the whole world.
You're welcome,
I was listening to him when he was introducing the partners, and then I believe that one day my company will also be a partner.
I love that.
Calabar TV.
Thank you very much, sir.
I wish, it has always been a wish that we have a good living, the good of everybody. That's why I call my company Amaibi. And we know what Ama means and Ibi means. The good of the community, the good of everybody. So Amaibi Nigeria Limited, I'm not going to say what we are going to do, what to do. I don't want to advertise.
We know, sir.
But I must be a partner. I want to.
Oh, please, you're welcome, sir.
I started with him, my very good friend. And then along the line, we missed contact. But we have to come back again. And I believe that he should be supported.
Thank you, sir.
Because the white man says, charity begins at home.
Of course.
And then everything about me is a calamari.
And Rivers State.
And then River State and Nigeria and the world at large.
Yes.
But I have to start at home. So I must support Calabar TV.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes. So actually the topic is befitting living, not befitting death.
Yes.
Befitting burial. Befitting living, not befitting burial. Most of us, we want to say, I want to give my mother or my father a befitting burial. When our father died or our mother died, we say, I must give my father a befitting burial. I must give my mother a befitting. But the question is, do you give her a befitting living? Are you getting what I'm saying? Do you give him a befitting living? And then let's be sincere to ourselves, especially in the Calvary Kingdom. 99% of us does not give our parents a befitting living, but we're always giving them befitting
burial.
Burial.
That's very true.
And I belong to a club called the Calamari, the Nazareth of Calamari. And then I have to tell them that, look, we have to start a campaign of befitting living, not befitting. Because a lot of us don't understand that we're placing a lot of curses on us. Look at this generation. My generation, your generation, the generation behind us. We are poorer than our fathers. I grew up in the 70s, in the 60s to 70s. And then every child take care of his parents. That is why they place us in the community schools. I attended Calabar National College. Wherever you are, when you have your child that want to go to Sunday school, you bring the child home to stay with your mother. Most of the time. So it will not make you to be coming home. And you see that the standard of living was better then. Things were better then. Because they were honoring their parents. The Bible says, honor thy father and thy mother so that thy days will be long. They were honoring them.
So let me just come in here. You made mention of particularly the Kalabari region where they honor the dead more than the living. Yes. Would you say is a cultural thing, or people just woke up and say, oh, I am going to show the community people that my parents died, I need to give them the last honor?
For me, I feel like it's the last. For me, it's the last respect.
No, I want to know, is it culture that made it mandatory for people?
Yeah, I will refer to the Bible. Most of us are Christians around here.
Yes, please.
The Bible says, for lack of knowledge, my people
perish.
We are perished because we are lack knowledge. It's not a culture. Giving what you call a befitting living, burial to your parents. It's not a culture. It's not Calabar culture. Calabar, we have the culture. We don't know where that is imported from. But what we're saying is that There is nothing wrong in giving a
proper
befitting
burial.
burial to somebody you give a befitting living.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what we have to understand. I get it.
Yes.
The Bible says honor. So if you honor the person when the person is living, you can also not honor the person when the person is also
Dead.
But the situation we have is that we don't honor them when they are living.
Now,
We
what would
only
you,
honor them when they die.
okay, what would you say?
And that is bringing curses upon us. That is why we are where we are. We are not progressing. Today, you see, we have a lot of us not employed.
Headways, yes.
Things are very difficult. I get it. Because we are not honoring our parents. Some of us rather honor our pastors. Some of us, we don't even know the date our parents were born.
Yes.
But a year before the birthday of your pastor, or your papa, or your daddy, you've already started saving money. I get what I'm saying.
Yes, yes.
And then the Bible did not say honor your pastor. The Bible says honor thy father and thy
mother. Clearly.
So that is where we are bringing curses upon ourselves. We are not honoring them. You must. When you don't honor them, and when they die, you go and buy a cow. You bring people from all over the world. You pay all the hotels. You bring Calabar TV.
Renovate house. If they
You
have
pay Calabar TV to show the better online. And for the past 20 years, you have not been put to your place.
Yes.
And sometimes pastor will tell you, don't go. The witches are there, they will kill you. I get what I'm saying.
Yes.
But when your mother died, you must go there. Is that so?
True.
Exactly.
When your father died, you must go
to the village.
And this day I see them, some of them wear the chieftaincy regalia. It's so much colder. And then, but before the person died, how are you treating the person? Well, I go home every weekend and I see a lot of them.
I think there's this story.
So what we want, please, is let us move away from this idea of befitting burial. There's no befitting to the dead.
At all.
The dead don't see. The dead don't hear. The dead don't eat. The dead don't do anything. That was why when the man that went to Jesus Christ said, I've heard what you said, but permit me to go and bury my father and I'll come back and follow you. What did he tell him? He said, let the dead bury the
dead.
So whatever you do for somebody, do for that person when the person is
leaving. Very true.
Are you getting what I'm saying? It's a big problem in our society. And we the young ones, I'm not a young one, I'm a elder.
We the young ones.
Yes, you the young ones, you have to shift from this. Because you must know that you are placing curses upon yourself. You are placing curses of yourself. When you don't take care of your father and your mother. The Bible says honor them. God is very particular with you. Even if your parents did not train you, your parents did not take care of you, honor them. Because you are obeying the word of
God.
But then,
yes.
Let me come in here. Now, this statement you said now is what has kept most youth away from their mom and their dad.
Yes.
My dad didn't take care of me.
Yes.
My mom didn't take care of me.
Yes.
And you want me to come back. I understand that they are parents,
yeah.
Right? Biblically, the Bible also says that they should take care of us because they are parents.
Yes.
And then most times you see this. Let me use young parents for example.
Yes.
They do this.
They abandon their children.
Abandon their children, run away, and then you expect that this child is hustling and he should come back to take care of you.
Yeah.
How do we settle this kind of issues?
That is where, as a child of God, you must always, live according to the word of God. The Bible says, they had Jesus Christ. How many times do you forgive? What did he say? 70 times. It's your own parent, for Christ's sake. After we forgive our friends when they offend us. And then whoever you are, whatever you are today you have Calabar TV. It is not by your power. Is that so?
Of course.
Today you are an interviewer here. Is it by your power?
No.
It's by grace of God. I get it.
Yes.
My father did not take care of me, but I took care of him till he died and I buried him. Today I'm playing the most prominent role in his family.
That's commendable.
I cannot say beyond my father. My getting to where I am is not by my power. So that even my father, even if he take care of me, I might not even get to that point. Everything is by grace. I get it. So, but you are bound. There was no condition into that statement. He said, honor thy father and thy
Mother, it's clear.
He didn't say if your father didn't take care of you, don't take care of him. Did he say that?
No.
Don't honor him. It's the word of God. You are bound for your own good to obey the word
of
God. And then the worst of it is this: you did not honor the person, and then when the person died, you are going to honor the person.
Honor that he's not seen.
You are not honoring him; you are honoring yourself, because you know, if I did not
for me.
give my father a befitting living, and then when he died, I go and give him a befitting burial, and then I buy so many drinks, cook food, and then everybody will praising me. It's me the honor. Yeah, it's only a macri. In mama burial, we drink, we chop. Now, have you heard of the? Do you know that there was the best burial in Bugma today?
There is not a rack to best burial.
Yes, somebody set a record. Chebali Noibo. It was the managing director of NNPC. And when his mother died,
was a short
what he did has never been done in Bugma.
What did he do? Maybe we're not born.
Yes, he has to import so many generators and power Bugma for almost a month.
Wow,
that's
massive.
And every compound is cow. They were flying with chopper, plane, landing in the Kelsey field.
For a person who is never seen what
it's like a
even bigger than the famous Lulu Bricks.
It's bigger than Lulu Bricks. Wow. I'm telling you. At that time, managing director of NNPC. I get it. People all over the world were invited to Bugma. And then there was constant life for more than a month. Every day they are killing cow. Every compound killing cow. Every day cow.
Now you see, now people are not going out to say the father died. Is the man.
If you want to do a burial in Bugma today, people will ask you, if you do the one which Chamberlain do.
It's a case study now.
Yeah, it's the standard. Chamberlain set the standard. It was more than Lulu Bricks.
Even till today, none has beat his standard. Wow.
Yes, and then the funny thing that he took care of his mother.
That's good.
He took care of his mother because I grew up at home. He took very care of his mother. She died in an accident. She didn't die in suffering. But we have cases where mothers, fathers died in suffering, in penury. And most of us will live in the city. We don't go home. Sometimes we have this, maybe a prophet somewhere will have tell us that your uncle is a witch. So don't go.
Don't even tell you not to train your parents. Take care of your parents.
And then some of we men, we are men, we are more the endangered species. We meet a woman and the woman will say, maybe there was few challenges, childbearing. And then one day say, my pastor want to see you. And then we go to pastor will say, the problem of your wife is your mother. I get what I'm saying. And then because of that, you abandon your mother. But the question is, do you go back when she died? Yes. So why do you go back when she died? To go and give her befitting living. Befitting burial. You are placing curse upon yourself. So please, we need to move away from that. There is nothing befitting to the dead. So when I want to give him befitting burial, no. There is nothing befitting to the dead. You are only honoring yourself. People will praise you. Like Chabalin. Today they are praising him.
All right, sir. At this point, let me come into the educational sector, right? We're staying in line with the parents, children stuff, right?
Yeah.
Now, a lot of parents, the world is revolving right now. Do you understand? We have formal and informal education, vocational school and all of that, and then the normal tertiary institutions, right? Now, in today's world, most children are being advised, even by this young generation parents, not to go to school, rather go and learn a skill, do this, do that. And then, there was a time you were advocating for education, right? Tertiary institution education. So at what point or where do you stand? Would you kindly clarify the whole situation for us, please?
Yeah, well, I'm still advocating for tertiary education. And maybe I will appeal that you invite me again, and then we'll talk also about education. Because there's a very sharp decline in the educational development, especially in our kingdom. Yeah, when I got admission into former Unitech, that is University of Science and Tech, now University.
Wow.
Calabar has the highest number of professors. I know highest number of PhD holders. I got admission in 1988.
To study what?
To study electrical engineering.
Oh, okay.
And I left in 1994. Today, go there. You can count with your fingers the number of professors we have. And then the education, when you educate to so you, today we are all sitting here because we're educated. Those who are not educated, they are somewhere. I will not, is that not right? Is that not right?
Yes.
You are sitting by my side because you are educated.
To what extent, sir, this educational act?
Yeah, to what extent, I think for me, the two should go together. The technical education and the
none should be left behind.
That's why they introduced the JSS, what they call JSS 1 to 3 and the SS 1 to 3.
No, sir.
But they are not implementing well. Because at the point of JSS 3, there is a percentage level. So when you don't get that percentage, you go to the technical area.
Okay.
Because not everybody is an academician.
Like a remedy for you. Yes. Go
now,
for
there are some people that are blessed technically.
Yeah.
So at the point of JSS 3, if you don't get to that percentage, you go to the technical area.
Okay.
But today everyone pass. I get it. They pass everybody. And then they go to SS 1, 2, 3. And then they come out and they start sitting for jam for 4 or 5 years. I just was listening to radio yesterday, and then they were giving us the information about the jam, and then 75% of them did not score up to 200. I get it. 200 out of 400. That is half mark. It's because of this. So if you go to the Western nations, it's segregated. At the point of the JSS 3, you filter them. And then some of them will become mechanics, some of them will be electricians, some of them will become musicians, some of them will become whatever. And that is the inherent gift.
So what's the
all of us has that inherent gift. Some of them is the gift of academician. It's also
sir,
plenty book.
School, sir.
So there is the gift of technical. If you use screwdriver, it can open any equipment.
So is secondary school the basis for choosing an educated person?
Yes. Yeah, secondary school, yeah, it has to be the basis because he has to sign check. He has to write his name.
He'll be able to express himself.
Yes, I run a company that deals in vehicles to other companies. And then some of the drivers, when they come, he can drive very well. He has been driving for years. He's one of the best drivers, but he can't write his name. So if he would have gone to Sunday school, he would have been able to write his
name. Yeah.
Name. So if he goes to somewhere and they say, everybody write your name. So in the office, it's some other people that write his name. But he can take it from here to London as a driver.
Okay, so back to the topic.
So the Sunday school gives him that basis. So he can write check, can write his name, and things like that. But he has to, go to the tanker area. That is why he's fitted in. And then he can blossom.
Okay, back to the topic. Before you arrived, we made a publication on Facebook to get people's opinion on befitting living. And somebody asked a question that when your guests come, please ask, how do I treat my family that in a way that reflects my respect, fairness, and empathy?
That is a parent.
I don't know if he's a parent or not. It's somebody that just
said, how do I treat my family?
So I'm believing he's a mature person.
Yes, in a way that I'll get respect.
Yes.
Okay.
So he's a mature person.
Yes.
Yeah, basically, the same Bible, when the Bible said, honor thy father, children, honor thy father and thy mother, so that thy days will be long.
Yes.
It also said, parents do not provoke your children to anger. So when you don't train your child, you are provoking your child to anger. That's what we are saying. So some children now get provoked and refuse to take care of the parent. But what I'm saying is that whatever happens,
do not change
you have a duty Okay, if you decide to keep off totally,
Even at the burial.
even at the burial.
It's hard though.
I have a situation now. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
I have a situation in a family where there's a disagreement. And this guy is very rich, but he's not taking care of the mother.
Very wealthy.
Very wealthy, but he's not taking care of the mother. It's a chief in Calabar Island. A big chief, very rich, but he's not taking care of because of the disagreement they had. And I've told him several, go and fall down in praying,
presence of your
your mother,
And apologize.
and he has refused. Now one day she will die, and then you come and say, I'm the chief. Now me go bury now me go dey front.
Yes.
And then they will start making case
Mm.
in the court. And so that it will last 10 years.
Yes.
We have a case that Jeremiah, I don't know where they buried him. He was in the mortuary for more than 30 years.
Ah.
Yes? I get it. So these are the problems. And then you will now come and say, I must bury my mother. A mother that you have not been taken care of. You don't know how she's being fed. Then when she died, I want to bury her with the highest costly casket.
About this, you are
You
saying.
go to America and buy casket. And
Sorry,
come and
sir.
bury.
Sorry
You
to
invite
cut
all
you.
your fellowships. They will wear done.
Black.
You are burying your mother. So that is the point you are saying. Whatever the disagreement, recognize that it's your mother, it's your father. And then you don't have any option than to be at peace, like Paul said, with them. We should give them special preference.
Yes.
They are also human beings. They can wrong
parents. We don't have a choice.
us. But consider that these people are your
parents.
If you can forgive your friends, why can't you forgive your own friends? And that is where I'm going to. But where we place curse on us is this. Is that you get annoyed, like this young man, this chief, you get annoyed, and then for so many years now, it's more than 10, 20 years now.
That's a
The woman is very old. She's about going off. You have not fully reconciled with her mother. And then the day she goes off, you want to go and bury her.
Properly.
Befitting burial. Like my mother had died. And you are very rich. You want to use money to suppress everything.
Yes.
Now, what we should understand that the mother, that woman no longer know whatever you are
doing. Yeah, I get the point.
And you are placing curse upon yourself. It's a curse. And then that's number one. Number two, please allow me.
No problem.
I want to advise the youth, the young ones. Nobody is stopping you from worshiping wherever you want to worship.
Okay.
But we should be careful. There are a lot of people who just want to milk you.
True.
And get the money from you.
The
money that you used to feed your mother or your father, they will give you wrong prophecy and divert the attention to themselves and make you. Because I cannot see any reason why somebody will tell me that a woman that gave birth to me
will kill me.
Will now turn out to kill me.
but believe me, we're journalists and it has happened.
That is what I'm saying. And then most of us too no longer attend. I tell people, like the last time given in Nanda's house, I said, look, please, young ones, take it easy. What you see is a mirage. Somebody is saying if your church, you can't change your church and come here. Everything you need is given to you. Where? What are those people that are there?
Have everybody got to what they want?
I get it. Has everyone got to what they want? Our parents attended this. And they are still there.
Yes.
Now, maybe your mother is attending a church. In Job. You are attending a church in GRA. And then from Monday to Sunday, you are not seeing yourself. The only day that you can see your mother, that is Sunday. You are not seeing her because you are not attending the same
church.
Recently, my friend, the mother died in the house. She was alone. She has children. On the Sunday, died. I go to my house 8, 9 p.m. every day. So when will I have chance if my mother is alive? I get it. So wherever you are, God is going to bless you.
Yeah.
We must know that. The Bible said, God is a spirit. Those who worship must worship in spirit
Spirit
and
and truth.
so God is even here. It's not in a particular place. That somebody will tell me God is here. Unless I come here, I will not experience God.
God is here.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Worship Him truthfully. He will bless you. Obey His commandment. That is what one of them were saying. Honor thy father and
Mother.
thy days will be.
No.
It's when he said that days will be long. He's talking about more blessings. And that is why we are finding things very difficult. Because we are neglecting, like Jesus Christ said, you neglect the things, the greater things that you need to do, and pursuing the lesser things that you don't need to do. And that's why we are suffering. So we should try and be close to our parents. Wherever you are, it does not need any particular church. I'm telling you.
Him around.
He said, I will obey those that obey I will bless those that obey my word. So it's not by read the Bible. The Bible is there for you to read. Practice the teaching of Christ. And then you'll be blessed.
Yeah.
And then be serious with your work. The Bible said, I will bless the works of your
hand.
I tell people, today, all of us want to make money. Money. But it's not coming. You work first. I know how you started. Is that also? If today somebody come and say, this man a big man. But a lot of people doesn't know. Or how I started. So that is how I see it. Obey that. If you come to my office, you have to be flex. Whatever the hand find it to do it with all thy heart. And you will succeed. It's not miracle.
Yes.
It's not fasting. It's not prayer. It's not speaking in tongues. It's diligently working. Do it well. And I see you do it well. Day and night. Everywhere you are there. Why would you not succeed? And then you see that somewhere. When I started this business, there are people that started with me. Today they are no longer there. Yes, if you get a contract, then next thing they're in the hotel. They drive a jeep.
Sorry, sir. There's another interesting question here.
Yes.
The lady said, my mom betrayed me.
Yeah.
She threw me out when I took in at 18. And ever since I tried to reach out to her, but she turned her back on me. This is 30 years now, and I've stayed away from my family. I heard she's dead, and I'm not interested to even be a part of it. Even if I have to, I will go to show off to them. Please, sir, is my thoughts right? Should I go to show off myself, or I should let go, forgive her, and just go in peace? Because I'm watching you live right now, and it feels like I should change my mind. So what do you think in all of that?
Who is he going to show off for?
Maybe she has made
The
it
woman
now.
that she had problem
The
with.
woman rejected her. She has made it now.
So she has been trying to
reach out.
The point is this. That is her own side of the story. Have you heard of from the woman? No, but that is truth. I get what I'm saying.
Yes.
Have you heard from the woman? A mother is not even a father. A mother. And then your own child come to apologize to you.
But it happens.
It happens. There are some that never forgive.
It depends on the level of problem you people have.
Okay.
Some of us are very stubborn. Some of us are also very vulgar. I get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What did she do to her mother?
She said she took him.
She got pregnant.
She got pregnant. Yes.
At 18. And they rejected her, chased her out.
That is the point.
Yes.
That is the point. But what I'm saying is that by the time they rejected her and chased her out, then she delivered. Some other things must have happened. Because I still believe that a mother
is a mother
that is closer to
her children.
I get him.
Yes.
So in between, like look at what she's saying, that she want to go and show up.
That's the befitting burial.
She want to go and show. What are you going to show for?
To give her a befitting burial.
No. It's not necessary. Please, that lady, you don't go and show.
Not to you.
Just keep up. Because you could not reconcile with her when she was alive.
Yeah.
So going to show up is not.
It's pointless.
And then sometimes they will even stop her.
It happens a lot. Yeah.
Yes, those
It happens
people.
a lot.
They will not allow her to come near the burial area.
It happens. We
So,
see it a lot. We
Unless you go and make trouble. I've seen a situation where my friend's sister, the auntie died, and then the family said, because she had problem with the auntie, and the auntie said, don't allow this girl to come and see me. And she carried police and gathered herself. We were there.
Ah.
I was there, I saw the police shooting gun, and then she forced herself to go and see the woman.
Ha. Wow.
I think that's where the causes come.
That's where the cause is.
So,
Yes.
somebody said, don't come and see me on my deathbed.
Ha.
Why are you forcing yourself to?
For just the idea.
I get what I'm saying. So by the time you start having a problem, then you start going around prophets and seers. But you give yourself the problem. So for me, the advice to that lady is that the Christians will say the only opportunity you have to go to heaven is when you are alive. Is that so? That when you die, the judgment. It has appointed to man wants to after death is judgment. So you have the opportunity to reconcile with her when the woman is alive.
Keep trying until it happens.
Yes. But if you could not reconcile, don't go and bring cost onto yourself.
Just fine. Ask God to just give you peace.
Yes, don't go and bring cost to yourself. But the point is that, like I will still say, please let us try as much as possible to reconcile with our parents.
Okay, sir. Let me
especially our mothers. The mothers are the ones that suffer most.
I think both parties should have
let me
equal
come in
care.
here, right? You know, some parents I'm talking about in today's world. We see when children struggle in the city, try to send something to the village or try to arrange something for their parents, they tend to misuse it. And most of these children tend to say, I'm not giving you again. Or if I give you this, you should be able to manage it. And at that point, that particular thing he or she is giving to the parent, either mom or dad, is probably not enough because of the mismanagement. How will a child sort that kind of issue?
If you are sending money to a parent and then the parents is mismanaging it, use it to buy the food now.
I agree with you.
Buy the food.
Buy it. Don't give them cash since they don't know how
I have a friend, you know, in Beckett. Yes. There was time he was sick, and then I was giving money. He was mismanaging. I have to be buying the food to his house.
That's it. Wisdom is profitable to direct.
It's wisdom. You have to buy the food, but take care of your parents.
Yes.
It doesn't cost you anything. Because these days we are so particular with this papa and daddy and all those things. No, sincerely speaking, we have to. It's not a laughing matter. That is why we are placing so much cost on us. How can you neglect him? Because he's a man of God, and you pray and God will bless. How many of us have got that blessing? No, I get what I'm saying. Let us bring 10 men, boys, and 10 girls, and then ask them what is your mother or your father birthday. 9 of them they don't know.
We can even start from this our camera guys.
I get it.
I'm not sure they are.
But ask them your pastor birthday.
They know very well. A week to the time they are posting.
A year to the day.
It's all right.
And then the Bible says, honor thy father and thy
mother.
Did he say honor your pastor?
Now, see, yes, sir.
They so let's face fact.
The Bible also.
Please, I beg you.
No, okay. Let me leave the part out of it, sir. You know, there's this popular thing online that we normally say between your father, between your mother, between your wife. No, between your father and your wife. You know, when a man is married, when a lady is married, she has a different period. How will us, as per the new generation children, sort out that issues between your own family,
mother-in-law and father-in-law?
Your own family, your wife,
and the new family,
and the new family. No, the old family and the new family, which is you and your wife and your children. How do we settle? Maybe probably you have 1,000 naira, right? And the 1,000 naira is not even enough to take care of your own family.
Yes.
How will he or she settle that kind of issue?
Yes, it's a very simple thing. Everybody knows that the economy is very hard.
Yes.
So when you go and sit down with your mother and say, Mommy,
no money.
Things is hard though.
Yeah, I do.
But all this 100 naira. Now 1,000 I get you all 100. Make me and my family do
She would understand.
What even
The
if
person
the-
will have. I'm
if the
coming.
mom says,
The person will have that sense of belonging. It's only I'm coming where you are saying maybe the mom said it's not enough.
it's not enough.
Why are you giving me this? It's because maybe you are not be doing it.
Okay, that's also a factor. Yes,
Create that relationship from the beginning.
from the beginning.
That understanding.
Yeah.
Don't allow your husband or your wife to cut you off from our family.
Yeah.
Because most of we wives we do that. And then most of women too will do that. We are Africans. We are not white men.
I think that.
Yes.
The African man live an extended family
Extended
structure.
family. Yes. Marry
I
and
cannot
live.
abandon my immediate family because I'm married.
to
You cannot come to my house with that.
you.
If you love me, you must love my mother.
Of course.
When you love, go to the Bible, read or somebody. He said, I will love you and I will love your people. It's also,
Generation.
that is the point I'm saying.
Generations to come.
If a woman says she loves you, she must love your mother. She must love your father. But if you say, no, your love. I had this situation. My friend, he got the girl, and then they are talking about the marriage. And then one day she came, I said, he had a son before that relationship. And then my friend was asking her, how about this, your son? He said, how about him? He said, when we marry, he go there in house. He said, son will leave, seems very small. And mama cannot give me. Now, he said, no, that it's me and you. That is the modern marriage. It's me
And
and
it's not supposed to be that way.
nobody is supposed to.
Come in.
I think what it needs to be done is just
I get what I'm saying.
boundaries.
So we need to understand that if a woman says she loves you, she must love your mother. Unfortunately, I lost my mother at a very young age. And any day I remember my mother, I cry.
I saw it.
Even my father at a young age. But I'm so fond of my mother because of, what mothers go through. At the time of our father, they don't marry. They carry one woman, put in the house, have one or two children, throw away. Carry the other one, put in the house, have 1, 2, 3, throw away.
Not a problem.
Add another one. So by the time my father died, he must have got, I think we were about 28.
That's a lot, though.
And they didn't marry them.
Solomon.
They didn't marry them. I'm the only person in my mother.
Okay, wow.
So that is how they live. So it's the woman that also told you. Immediately throws you away. Your own is gone.
Your mom will have to.
Your mom is the one that will.
Okay.
So that is why I see that till today, our parents, not the young
Generation.
parents now, our parents, we that have 50 and above, most of us, it's our mothers that suffer for us. Because they practice the polygamy in a way, like I said, they don't bring in, push out, bring
you throw out.
and then when they throw out, it's the mother. Where the mother cannot throw away her child.
But do you think that is redefining our today's world?
No, today now we marry.
But
We
there's
marry,
this stigma.
and I have also
you
few
know.
children.
I think this generation
So
just
we are
want to
going
have
to
baby
change it.
mamas. They are not
But the
getting married
only
anymore.
problem we now have is this befitting burial.
Burial.
You're just in the opinion of this.
Yes, it's just no. What I'm saying is we are going to move away
From it a
from
little.
what our fathers,
Okay.
some of the years our fathers went wrong.
Okay.
Having so many children that I can't cater for.
Yes, but now, yeah.
And then
now
these children with so
there's
many
changes.
women.
Yes, there's-
But now we have few
There's more
children with
discipline.
one wife, and then I get it. But we still have this problem of befitting burial, and that's why I'm here. That look, we should be able to give them a befitting
Living.
When the person that you can just even go and bury
Silently.
You don't need to
do
gather
so
people.
much.
because the dead does not see.
Hear or speak or
What is most important is the living. That's why Christ said, "Let the dead bury the dead." You must be very particular on the living. I get it.
Yes.
Whether your parents, whether anybody, and that's why I see that the Catholic Church has to go have this motherless old people.
Home of the elderly.
The matter is the living. And like you said, our kingdom. Let me give you an example. Somebody that will be sick in the house, and then will not have somebody to visit for the past 1 year. You are sick in the house. Nobody will visit you. The day you die, you have become a big man. I hope you know.
Yes.
There are some people that are ready to go to court if they don't come and join the team that will take it to mortuary.
Very
I get it. Yeah, in there, begin that video. In the mortuary la, they hear you.
history.
When last did you see that person?
When last did you check on the
So we so have so much value. It is at the time that we now sit down to contribute. When this person is sick, we don't contribute money. Family did not sit down. I mean, expressed it, my brother.
Exactly.
No family garden. Paramount chief no call family. Chief no say the moment you die, Joey can meet them you.
Yeah, exactly.
They will choose rapper as she be. Caterers.
Yes.
Then the money will come out.
Without
You have been sick, oh.
nobody
You have
got
been hungry.
hospital bill.
Nobody cares for you. That is the society we are living in.
I think this is a really big talk.
And then we are saying that, look, let's move away from that.
Yes.
Let's concentrate
Prioritize
on the living.
Yes.
If the person is sick,
Check out, reach out.
reach out to the person. Let the family gather. Take the person to hospital.
Yes.
Contribute before the death. Let us not contribute when the person has died
I'll bring 5 cows.
and buy 5 cows and all this.
Like all the entire.
I belong to a committee of friends. Let me conclude. You know, we have our generation grew up and then we are friends. And then at the death of Beke, I brought up this idea of, you know, before his death, his sickness, in the thick of it, COVID, he has this, what do you call, coma. He went into coma. It was BP went very high, went to coma. And I took him to the hospital. And then most of my friends are calling me, it's COVID or you die. I said, it's better for me to die. Because COVID, if I'm trying to help somebody, you know, for him to
Get better.
And I die, it's a good death. A lot of people don't understand that it's better for you to have a good, in helping somebody. Look at Jesus Christ, died for our sake, and he died a good death. So if you are, for me, my understanding that if I die helping somebody, I die a good death. Then I drive motor, I go gas then die. That one knows.
I see.
There is no pain. I get it. I told them, and all of them ran away. But what happened was I was able to mobilize them to say, look, give me the money, let's contribute. I will be going to the hospital and pay for the bills. So we did that. Unfortunately, the young man died. And then I mobilized them again, so look, let us also contribute and bury him because of the background of the family. And then if you watch, that is now, if you go to our community now, committee of friends, when a young man mother died of our level now, or father died, you see committee of friends. The last time we contributed about, I think the last contribution was about 4 million. Wow. You know, so it's assisting ourselves. And then one of us was sick. I heard of it. And I approached the person who is coordinating it. I said, let us contribute
for the sick person,
for this guy before he dies. Because if he die, I will not contribute. You cannot be contributing for death. We can contribute for his father, we can contribute for his mother. But if our friend is sick, let us contribute for him.
Try and save his
when
life.
He's alive.
Yes.
Take him to hospital. He refused. And the young man died. I refused to contribute one naira.
Exactly, sharp.
So it's also an opportunity, you know, for me to say this, because you know, in our Calamari setting, we have a lot of clubs, societies.
Yes.
And you know that in most of the constitution, those things are not there. But when you die, your club will contribute money. I get it.
I think
yes.
But when you are sick,
no welfare for the living.
Yes.
There's no
when
welfare.
You are sick, your club will not contribute
money. There's no welfare package at all.
If you don't have work, and not be the cashew.
They no go
You are
free.
money.
No.
But the moment you die, there is even in their constitution.
Swiftly.
Even in their constitution, there is
There's a provision.
provision. So we should be able to
Yes.
change the scenario. The emphasis is for the living.
Living.
Let us lay less emphasis for the
Dead.
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 Very